Good evening. It is the 10th of May, Wednesday, the 10th of May, 2022. And today I've got something that we're going to look at, and I'm going to give you a little background on myself. First of all, we have B17 Fight for Air Supremacy, a roll and write solitaire war game. And let's not forget, the designer is Jamie Kirkpatrick. So, B17 Queen of the Skies is a game that I was obsessed with still kind of am, to be honest with you. I got more than one copy of it. It was a game that a lot of people have seen me play because I was out of the country for many months. Once, I've been out of the country many months, more than once. But one time it was the only game I had with me, and I played that because I had this every opportunity I could. I get a mission, and missions aren't extremely long, and I was obsessed with the idea of finishing the game, getting all 25 successful missions with the same plane, with the same B17. And that's something I never did get to do. The closest I got was 22 missions. So, and I thought I was going to make it on that run. I thought, wow, it's just everything. But the game is very random. Has a lot of bad stuff that can happen to you. So, never could do it. To do it, you'd have to be extremely, extremely lucky. So, but I've always loved that game, and I've loved that idea. A lot of people will say stuff like there's no decisions to be made. There are decisions to be made. They're just not, sometimes they're not even apparent, what you're going to fire at, where you're going to put your guns on, who's going to be firing. Those are decisions, but granted, it's not a deep, well-decision game. But I love that game. I still play it. Gosh, I've played it so much. I still play it on occasion. I just would always want to I'll tell you, last time I played it was about 3 months ago, and I started up a campaign. I was wanting to do that 25. I think I lost it on mission 9. I really got upset. I guess my older age rather, I'm getting more disdain for not being able to do something or getting aggravated or something. But as soon as I seen this, B17, the Fight for Air Supremacy, I got really excited for a couple reasons. Another thing that excited me, if you notice, it's a game book, which is very cool to me. I have talked about for a long time, many, many, many years. If you go back into my library here on this channel, you can find places where I'm talking about. I never thought war games really fully explored the avenue of a game book, much like role-playing games did. They explored it and they perfected it in just about every way. And still, game books are still, you can find, they're still fun. Love them. And I thought war games missed opportunities with that, although there were several back in the day, in the 80s and even 90s. Right now is a time where it kind of exploded. It started with, I guess, Worthington Publishing, whatever you want to say. They started making some game books, and as they said, because of a couple things, a pandemic, and supply chain issues for publishing, right? Well, they've put 3 out, I do believe, and which we've looked at 2 of them. We might look at their Gettysburg game soon. And then a fellow by the name of in Britannia, a fellow by the name of Mike Lambeau has put out 6 game books. I've enjoyed every one of those. And Jamie Kirkpatrick, has put out 2, and this is 1. And this is B17, Fight for Air Supremacy. So we're going to look at it. I'm sorry for that long introduction, but I think that it's good to know where I'm coming from and why I keep looking at these game books. Because I'm always amazed by them. So let's read the blurb on the back. B17, The Fight for Air Supremacy, is a roll and write solitaire war game. The player will take control of a B-17 bomber of the 8th Air Force, and the B-17 must reach its target, fight off German fighters, encounter flak, mechanical problems, and try to keep its crew alive. Can you take to the skies and achieve the ultimate goal of reducing German fighter production? Yes, that is very cool and very reminiscent of B-17 Queen of the Skies, and there's a reason for that. This game, I'm going to tell you, I haven't played it, but I have looked through it. It is, as far as I can tell, almost like a light, stripped-down version of B-17 Queen of the Skies. There's other games based on it. Man, there's, what is that, Target for Today and Target for Tonight? Those games, which are obviously and truly based on B-17 Queen of the Skies. Those games are quite popular. A lot of people play those. Another game was America Bomber, which I've loved that game. I like that game. It's based on B-17 Queen of the Sky, and but it was given from a German point of view, which was kind of cool. And then we got this one. And this kind of makes me happy. And the difference between those games and this one, all those games, I haven't checked lately, but B-17 Queen of the Skies can go for a pretty penny, and the other games can too. I mean, Target for Tonight and Target for Today, we're talking like $80 games there, $75 games. And even like America Bomber, like a $50 game. This right here, $16, and it is a stripped down version of B-17 Queen of the Skies. And it's pretty cool. The equipment you're going to need is this book, a pencil, and at least 8 six-sided dice plus a D10. So a D10 will come into effect. That's fine. Give me some other things. And what it's going to do is going to be an action dice system. So you're going to roll these dice to see what you're going to be able to activate, right? And the way I understand it, and so who you're going to be able to who you can use to fire at what attackers coming for you, B-17, right? So if you get 2 of the same one, you can just use a +1 die modifier if you want to. Say you got 2, 3, and you can shoot either the top turret or ball turret, and you're going to shoot the ball turret, and you got somebody coming low, up from low, and you can fire with the +1 DRM, that die roll modifier. That is actually cool. Again, here you go. You're going to be moving from zone to zone, and these zones you're going to be rolling, right? And this is what you're going to, nothing to note, flak, that's over enemy target. A lot of times you find flak, enemy fighters, or a mechanical problem. Okay. Enemy, you're going to roll for your enemies. And it's going to be, if it's the fucking Wolf 190, or the Messerschmitt 262, and you're going to roll for green, veteran, or ace pilots. That's pretty cool. Ace gets a +2 modifier. Veteran gets a 1. It really is a streamlined version of B-17 Queen of the Skies. I can't think of another, if you don't want to pay the kind of money you would for B-17 or Target for Today, then this game here, I'm telling you, I might just scratch the itch for you to play B-17. Enemy can give you go about combat, of course. Your free actions, your attacking, the weather, which is always going to play a big part, clear, light, heavy. All right, your bomb and run, escorts. I didn't really read about these escorts. American P-51 Mustangs are present in each mission before a German fighter makes its attack. The player will, what's it saying? Roll 1d6 on the result of a 6. The fighter is driven off by the P-51 Mustang. Okay, cool. Mustangs. Cool. Victory points, you can see there. And here's your missions. What's it going? How many missions are you talking about here? Going on to 10 missions. 10, is that what it is? Let's see here. Okay, 10 missions, right? It's going to tell you what your targets are, where you're going for. So that's a little streamlining. Right there, giving you your map, if you will, here, and then right here on the left side, you're going to take care of combat and your positions in the B17, right? Example combat sheet. That's a combat sheet. Here you go. Game tables, quick reference game tables. Of course, you'll be needing those. I would even if I was going to write in this book, I would make a copy of these game tables just so they'd be right there, Then here's going to be kind of your map. You've got your morale score. Morale plays into it, which is kind of cool. Combat zone, zone 1, 2, 3, right? It goes all the way to zone 6. That'll be long zones, right? And then these are going to be, I'm assuming, I haven't really read too much on this, but I'm assuming this is going to be your enemies. They're going to come from, or you're firing actually, long, medium, or short range. How you gonna fire on them? What's it gonna do? So you got plenty of these game sheets, right? So you could either make a copy, which it's kind of what I'm gonna do, or you can just play right directly in the book, which that's fine too. But there it is. That's it. I guess video run long for what this is, but this is pretty cool. And I look forward to seeing more stuff like that. He's got another, Jamie Kirkpatrick's got another game book. I'm going to get that one, and we're going to look at that one too, and sometime soon. But here they are. Mike Lambo, that feller's got 6 games, which is really cool. All of them are Amazon. And, of course, Worthington Publishing's got, I think, 3. So, the game books. Mike Lambo's games I loved. I hope I like. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this just because of what it is, It's going to be a lot of rolling, a lot of dice rolling. So I'm assuming there's going to be, as it looks, there's going to be decisions. Basically, again, B17, where you put your guns, stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of rolling, but it's just a narrative type driven game. And if you ever wanted to play B17, Queen of the Skies, and never had a chance to get the game, this is a great place to do it. So, there we go. Look at a book game. Once again, another week, another book game, right? Everybody, have a good day. Be careful out there. Take your time. Enjoy yourself. We never know, we never life is a fragile thing. I've learned that just recently, how fragile life is. You never know. We don't appreciate each day we have so much. So go appreciate your day. Get out there. Remember, make the most of it, and have fun too. It ain't all about seriousness all the time. If you can't have fun in between the tragedies, then what's the point of it? All right, y'all. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.